Well, tonight I've got the best of both worlds. For the ladies, I've got a love story for you. For the guys, we're talking cars with a 305 under the hood. But for every single one of you who knows the pain of losing a loved one, we found the good stuff in 1982.
It's hard. Grandparents are special.
In a matter of months, pancreatic cancer stole a lifetime of love.
And this has really taught me that, the days are numbered. And you have to take advantage of every opportunity you can to spend that time with your family.
In the days after Tonya Hilburn's grandfather, 80-year-old Joseph Burrows, was laid to rest.
Yeah, well, as you can see, he's always had something to work on.
You're left holding on to the memories even tighter.
He's never threw anything away.
You could tell for his son Joey that feeling of just walking into his dad's workshop.
Very good. Very good.
Was like popping the emotional top on a can full of endless shop stories. A shop to this day full of tools, parts, and even a car or two still in need of some TLC. But Joseph Burrows' true pride and joy,
The smell, of course, what brought back a lot of memories.
Was his 1982 El Camino.
It's got a 305 Chevrolet in it.
Everyone in the family loved the El Camino, not just me.
Maybe so, but Tonya admits she personally put dibs on that car long before she was legally allowed to drive.
I don't know why me and that El Camino hit it off back in the day.
But her grandfather wasn't giving it up. Her 16th birthday came and went, yet those keys stayed in his pocket.
He kept saying, no, you don't want that old thing.
In fact, the only time that car left his driveway without him was when it was stolen twice. He got it back both times.
The rumbling of it brings back so many memories.
But she knew her grandfather always seemed to know best. Like the time he sat her then fiancé down literally minutes before the wedding was supposed to start.
He pulled Malcolm out on the church steps and he told him, he said, son, I want you to understand what you're getting yourself into.
And promptly offered to fly him anywhere in the world if he had any doubts about marrying his granddaughter. Needless to say, Malcolm didn't leave for the airport. He hung around for the party, as well as the next 20 years of marriage.
He is the one true love, and Papa will do that.
The same camera-shy Malcolm wasn't about to stand still long enough for me to ask him what happened just a few weeks ago. You see, roughly 2 years ago, to Tonya's complete surprise, her pawpaw, Joseph, up and sold that El Camino to a distant family member.
I was disappointed. I was like, Papa, you knew how much I wanted that car. And it's like, oh, baby, you don't want that thing.
At nearly 40 years old, that thing wasn't even running.
Time just went on. I mean, you just move on and you're going on about your daily lives.
Time, the now principal of Plantation Park Elementary knows, is precious. Diagnosed in January, her grandfather lost his battle on September 13th. But like that Lincoln Versa sitting outside his backyard workshop, Joseph Burrows wasn't done tinkering around just yet.
I was having a moment, and I don't cry often. My husband certainly doesn't like to see me cry.
So Malcolm told her to hop in the car, to take a ride, and that he had something he thought would help get her mind off the pain. You see, in the weeks before her grandfather passed away, Malcolm had secretly worked out a deal to buy that El Camino back.
And then I see it.
A car that hadn't cranked in years. A car he somehow got running again.
He's a man of few words.
Just a day before her grandfather passed away.
I just feel like Papa was a divine intervention in the timing.
Like he knew exactly when she really needed that car. And who would be the one
I tell everybody that they need to get them a Malcolm.
to drive her to tears.
He said, if you decide to stay and marry her, you have to promise to take care of her for the rest of your life. And Malcolm's upheld that promise.
Now, Malcolm kept running from me and my camera. Well, just kind of watch the video here. You know what I'm talking about. I tried to interview the guy. He wasn't having anything of it, just kind of hiding behind the tree there. So Tonya tells me that Malcolm tells her he had planned on giving it to her after that El Camino was all fixed up, rims it all for Christmas, but knew now was the time, so he did it.